Hey, it's Pete from Abstract Ocean and maybe Pickles and Goose. So today we're installing our ultra bright lights for Rivian. So this is kind of built on our heritage, if you like, from making ultra bright LED lights for Tesla since 2015. So we have them in 5 colours: yellow, red, white, blue and purple. And these are for the non-dimming locations. So in the frunk and in the gear tunnel. The front footwells we're still working on, we'll have those soon, but for now these are not compatible. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go to a quick unboxing video now. You can skip that if you want, use the chapter markers underneath to skip to the installation. The installation is real easy, you really don't need anything other than a flat blade screwdriver, which I've put over there, but that's all you need. So with that, let's go to the deep dive and then come on back for the installation. Before we get in the truck, we want to do a quick sort of technical deep dive on the lights and kind of our design ethos, if you want, behind them. So feel free to skip this section if you want. Use the chapter markers at the bottom of the video to do that. But here's a quick look at one of our lights. You can see it's identical to the factory light. And just while we're here, this is the little clip we use to remove the lights from the car or from the truck, and we'll see that. There you go. We'll see that when we get to it. But let me grab this light here. So this is a factory light, so you can see exactly the same on the outside. But this is the PCB that they have in there. So 2 LEDs here and here. And then this cool kind of reflective layer. So if you look at it from the side, you know, it almost looks like an old school stage, so it's just projecting everything out front. So very efficient design, and they didn't lose any glue at all, which is great. So you can see, see the real simple PCB design there. If I grab ours, so here's our version. So took the same approach, absolutely no sense in reinventing a great wheel. So same reflective layer. The only difference, if I just pop this out, is the LED counts, or surface mount diode, SMDs. So we have 10 of those, the resistors and then the power prongs as well. So if I just put them side by side, you can see the two together. Zoom in on that. So what's the difference? The light output is quite a bit different. So on ours we're at 182 lumens. On the factory it's at 25. That sounds more dramatic than it really is, but nevertheless it is a pretty, and the measurement of light isn't a linear scale, but in terms of perceived output, we think as kind of look and feel about 3 to 4 times brighter. Worth mentioning, the white is obviously the most efficient light output. All the colours, you're getting colour, so you lose some practicality when you do that. The other thing to note is that we consume 1.25, so 1.25 watts per light. The factory is at 0.33, so a third. So we do consume more power. But it's trivial, we're talking a watt, compared to any kind of incandescent light, doesn't mean anything. So that's really it. I just wanted to kind of go over the insides of the lights. I wanted you to understand kind of how we design things and the effort we put into it. We've sold more than 300,000 of these, this type of light. We've used the same manufacturer. They manufacture for a major German OEM, I can't say who, but we've been with them now for 8 years, done a great job. Sold loads and loads of lights for Tesla, so now we just want to try and do the same for Rivian. CE rated, of course, and lifetime guarantee, so for as long as you own the truck, we'll back you on the lights. And this is our 10th year as I record this in January 2023, so we'll be around for you. Alright, let's jump into the installation. Alright, so here we are in the frunk. We'll start here, then we'll go to the gear tunnel. The gear tunnel, you need to be bent over backwards, unfortunately, there's no getting around that. So this is a factory bulb, so to get it out, we do sell these spudgers. These are great for, this is an old one, but you can use these for a whole bunch of things. We use them all the time to open IKEA furniture, for example, and they're non-marring, so it's up to you if you want to buy one of these, but honestly for these lights, if you're careful, just a flat blade screwdriver will do the job. So I'm just going to, and on the bulb, hopefully you can see on the camera, so there's a kind of extra bit of lens on one side, and that's where the release clip is, so not this end, this end. So I'm just going to very gently just push that kind of, probe in there a little bit, push it in, and out it pops. And maybe you can see there, that's what it looks like. So really easy to get it out. That's step one. And then this is the actual connector here, and what you need to do is push on this side, and it has a little bit of give, and then that releases it. The connector's quite big, so I'm just going to do that, and hopefully you can see on camera. Comes out just like that. There's no trick to it, and you can see the little catch where it kind of retains it. So if it's not coming off easily, you're just not squeezing the right bit. So just give that a little squeeze, pop it out, easy as anything. And then we're going to get one of ours. I guess I'll do a blue maybe. Actually no, I should do yellow for Rivian, so yellow bulb. We're doing this in daylight, obviously for lighting conditions. I'll throw up some video later of how they all look in the dark. Pop that on, listen for the click. And then same thing, just kind of put it in this end first, so connector end first, and then like that. So really, really easy. That's the frunk, obviously there's two of those, one on each side. Now we're going to go to the gear tunnel. I don't even know how I'm going to get the recording angles for that, but let's see how we do. Okay, there's no easy way to get in here. If you're bendy or flexible, good for you. I'm not. But I've got a couple of red bulbs that we're going to go ahead and install. So I'm going to throw those somewhere up there where I can get to them, hopefully. And I'm going to kind of bend over backwards, which is always fun. And get my head in here. Alright, so put my head back on. Here's the factory light. Hopefully you can see this on the camera behind me. So I'm just gonna do the same thing. Gonna get the screwdriver under there, find the little notch. There we go. And then same thing, squeeze the connector. On these ones in the tunnel, there's not much slack on the cable, so be careful you don't lose this up behind the trim, because that would be a pain. I'm going to get the other light. We're going for red this time, and I'll upload some photos when it's dark. As before, this just snaps on the same way. And then pop it back in. And repeat for the other side. Alright, we came to the other end just to get a different angle. So same thing, just get your screwdriver sort of in and then give it a little push like that to release it. And then we're going to squeeze the connector. Release that, get the new bulb like that, and then just put it back in. There's a little notch in this plastic surround, so you just kind of have to line up the bulb so it snaps back in. And there you go.